My screen is visible, okay? Is it visible?
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
is it
it's
now?
visible now. Yeah.
So, fine then. Let's begin by reviewing the syllabus to set clear expectations before diving into the topic of business relationships. Okay. So, our
I am
journey
unable
starts
to
with an
see the screen. Sorry.
uh, you're not able to see the screen?
Yeah, I'll relog in one moment.
Yes, please rejoin. I'll be waiting. Okay. Mm. Is it visible now?
Yeah, visible.
Fine. So, our journey starts with an overview of business intelligence, okay, and Power BI. So we will cover installation, core concepts, key features, and the layout of the Power BI interface. Okay. Then just add more person in here. Okay. Fine. Next, we will explore how to import and transform data using Power BI's built-in ETL tool. Okay, which is also known as Power Query Editor. Okay, this built-in ETL tool that is known as Power Query Editor, we will find it inside the Power BI desktop itself. Okay, so we will discuss about that. Don't worry about now. Okay, so I'm just giving you guys the overview of the Power BI and what all the things we are going to discuss. Okay, so we will learn how to connect to various data sources. Okay, understand storage modes like import, direct query, and live connection. Okay, so we will also apply data cleaning techniques like cleaning, trimming, and profiling, handling nulls and errors. Okay. So also we will discuss about how we can use the replace the values, okay, and we will discuss about the pivoting and unpivoting, okay, and the main thing we will also discuss about the yeah we'll discuss about the merging and appending, okay. So we will also covering with working with the folder based imports known as import from folder, okay, creating custom columns and generating summary tables. All these will be discussed within the Power Query Editor. Okay. And after cleaning the data, okay, we will move to the Power BI's data modeling. Okay. So, but before this data modeling, okay, we will discuss key data warehousing concepts. Okay. Then we will focus on building and managing relationships, okay, understanding cardinality types and configuring cross filter directions. Okay, so we will explore enabling and disabling of relationships to finalize our modeling section. So this modeling section will also take place in the Power BI desktop. Okay, so first of all, let me show you the Power BI desktop. Let it go. Okay. So the importing of the data, transforming of the data, and modeling of the data. All these things will take place inside this Power BI desktop. Okay, but transforming the data, That will be done in the separate window. Okay. So that window can be achieved by going to this transform data. We will come on to this. Okay. But just for an overview, I'm just giving you an idea about how we can transform these data. Okay. So once we will import the data and then we will transform the data. And once the data modeling is done, okay, then after completing the data modeling section, we will dive into DAX. Okay, this one. That's okay. So the DAX is the core language for creating calculations and measures in Power BI. Okay, known as data analysis expressions. Okay, so we will start by understanding row context, filter context. Okay, these are two fundamental concepts. Okay, that shape how DAX evaluate expressions. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, and right now I'm just discussing the syllabus that what we all are going to cover in this whole course. Okay, so don't worry about that. Why I'm not going in depth and all. I'm just reviewing the syllabus. Okay, then next we will create like a calculated columns. Okay, and measures. Okay, and we will clarify the difference between implicit and explicit measures. Okay, and we will then explore key DAX functions. Okay, so we will explore the key DAX functions, including the aggregate functions. Okay, the iterator functions. Then we have the sum functions, sum x functions, and also we have the some logical functions like if functions, switch functions, different versions of font functions. Okay, then we will discuss about the powerful calculate function. Okay, for applying and modifying the filters. Okay, also we will discuss about the table functions, logical functions, and the time intelligence functions as well. Okay, so apart from this, we will also learn to build a date dimension table. Okay, that is very important with respect to creating a new date dimension table in every project. Okay, so and also we will discuss about how to use the summarize function for summary tables. And also we will discuss about the variables and the quick measures for dynamic analysis. Okay, so by the end of this module, we will have a solid grasp, okay, of DAX to perform advanced calculations, and we can drive insights within the Power BI. Okay, so with the help of DAX, we can create the two important things, that is the calculated columns and the measures. Okay, using these two things, we can use the visualization. Okay, then after creating the calculated columns and the measures, next we will focus on the creating impactful visuals in Power BI. Okay, so we will start by understanding different types of visuals and how to select the most suitable visual based on the data and context. Okay, so we will then explore various built-in visuals, including these matrix visual, pie charts, donut charts, clustered columns, conditional formatting, and there are also some other visuals like tables, bar charts, and all these things. Okay, so we will also cover how to enhance reports with custom visuals. Okay, from the third-party sources. Okay, so beyond basic visuals, we will dive into advanced features. Okay, such as we have this conditional formatting. Okay, we will discuss in depth about this conditional formatting. Also, we will discuss about the bookmarks for interactive navigation. Okay, then we will discuss about there's one more thing, page navigation. Okay, so we will also discuss about that as well. Okay, so these tools are essential for building engaging and dynamic dashboards that communicate insights effectively. Okay, so see, what we have discussed, we will start with the Power BI. First, we will import the data. Okay, we'll get the data and we will transform the data. Okay, once the transformation is done, okay, then we will use the data modeling for the data. Okay, once that is done, we will use the DAX expression to create the calculated columns and measures. And once that is done, we will do the visualization. Okay, and after doing the visualization, okay, so the next part is Power BI service. Okay, so we will explore Power BI service, the cloud platform for publishing, sharing, and collaborating on Power BI reports. Okay, so we will begin with different license. Okay, different license options in Power BI service that are free license, pro license, and premium license. We will discuss about the difference between these. Then also we will discuss about how to create the workspaces. Okay, so also we will see to publish the reports. Okay, building dashboards. Okay, and packaging them into the apps. All the things once created, we will package them in the apps. Okay, we will then cover data gateways. Okay, the data gateway setup and configuration. Okay, how we can set up the data gateways. Okay, which will be helpful in refreshing the data. Okay, also we will discuss how to set up the schedule refreshers and managing data flows. Okay, so we will see the key differences between the data flows and the data sets. And then to ensure security and performance, we will also dive into row level security, okay, also known as RLS, okay, both static and dynamic. We will discuss about that as well, okay. And lastly, we will discuss the incremental refresh for optimized data updates, okay. So this section will prepare you to manage and distribute the Power BI content efficiently in real world environment. Okay, and alongside the concept, okay, alongside concept learning, we will build a complete end-to-end BI project to apply everything covered in the course. Okay, so we will also discuss a wide range of interview questions, including conceptual topics and scenario-based problem solving. Okay, so this final project, okay, ties together all key Power BI components, okay, offering practical experience and helping you confidently face real world challenges and interviews. Okay, so that wraps up the Power BI syllabus. Okay, so feel free to ask any questions regarding the syllabus. Any question?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Hi,
yeah,
Sakil. I have a couple of
yeah,
questions.
hi.
Uh, yeah.
Mhm.
So I just want to know first regarding the Tableau service. Sorry,
Mhm.
Tableau. I'm saying the Power BI services. So in that,
Okay.
is there any free version where we can explore the Power BI services? Like you will give us the knowledge, right? But at the same
Mhm.
time, can we explore from our end also? And can we do like the gateway you have said, the refreshing point?
Yes, yes, yes. All the things which I will be performed now. I will
Hmm.
give you the I will give you the sample data to do the things by yourself. Okay. And after each and every class, you will be doing all those things which I will be doing here in the sessions. Okay. So how
Okay.
to set up the data gateways and all the things, uh, mhm, how to explore the Power BI service and all these things you will be doing by yourself. Okay. Once I will done in the classes, you have to perform from your end. Okay.
Okay. And another thing is like we have said, the scenarios and the interview questions. So will it be
Mhm.
based upon daily basis or weekly basis, or it is based upon the topic?
So, can you come again?
So like you have said, like there's a last section, the last
Mhm.
second last, in which you have
No, no,
mentioned the
no.
conceptual and the
No, no,
interview.
no. I got it, got it. You're talking about this conceptual question and answer. Okay. So
Conceptual and the interview. Yeah.
as the syllabus goes forward, okay. So as we will see different topics. So by that topic only, we will discuss the questions. Okay. So what interview question will be asked regarding this topic? What interview questions will be asked regarding that topic? Okay. While doing the things in practical. Okay.
Okay.
I'm
And
not
we'll
going to. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you can
Go.
continue then.
Okay. So we don't have
I,
to just wait for the last and we have to go through the conceptual question and answer. While doing all these, while learning all these concepts, so we will be going to cover or discover all the questions at that time only.
so are we getting the assignments also based upon the topics or how yeah, you
Uh,
will proceed?
yes, yes, yes. See, uh, the flow of the courses will be like this. Okay, so just just see, I will perform some hands-on things, okay? And the same thing I will share with you guys, okay? So you have to perform from your end, okay, with the same data set. So you will get better understanding on what is happening with this Power BI, what is happening with this small topics, okay? Is it clear?
So,
Yeah, I have a
to
last
that
question.
point,
Oh,
Yes. So
yeah,
see,
Kavita, go ahead.
let me show you my last batch, okay? Something like this. So say on the daily basis, I will share the study materials. Like you can see class 3, class 4, class 5, class 6. Okay. So inside that, you will be having the file which I have done in the class. Okay. And also the supported data sets which I have used. So you guys can perform all those things at your end. Is it clear now?
So it won't be parallel, like when you are performing, we can't do it at the same moment
No,
because maybe
it,
there are
it,
chances we will be stuck.
it will be very time taking if you will perform at
Okay.
the same time. So it will be very time taking. It cannot be covered in 1.5 months. The duration is 1.5 months, and that cannot be covered in 1.5 months. So I have to wait for each and everyone that are you done? Are you done? So that will take a lot of time.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other question?
and the project you have mentioned. So on which
Mhm.
in which domain the project will be? Any specific
So
domain?
I'm taking a simple data set. Okay. So on that, I will apply all the topics which we will be going to discuss. Okay. And by the end of that, we will be having this. You can see this is a data set of films. Okay. So on that, we will apply all the topics one by one,
Any
and we will be
previous
having. Yes.
project can you show?
Yes. Let me just show you a report. Okay. Like if I'm going to show you all the things, so it will take a lot of time. But let me just show you the reports. Like at the let me just show the project again. Let me close this. See, study goes. So see, the flow will be like that. I will start with the some data set, okay, having the raw data, okay, and then I will just transform this. Just like you can see here, this is the finished file. If I will open, this will open a new Power BI set. Okay, let me just show So creating a end-to-end Power BI project, it's a whole long process. Okay. So day by day, it will get completed at the last. Okay. And let me just show you. So this is the starting of the project where I have just imported a data set known as orders 2017 unprocessed. Okay. So for this data set, I have just shown in this data set, I will just show you how to transform the data with the help of Power Query Editor. Okay. Once that section will be done, then after I think some classes. Okay. So we will use the denormalized film tables, okay, on which I will show you how we can calculate the calculated columns and the measures. Okay, once that is done, I will just take the another data set. Like here you can see, okay, normalized data set. Okay, so in this, I all the things will be normalized. Okay, and on with the help of this, I can just go with the visual part. After taking this data set, I will just do the visualization. So all these things are step by step. So along with the course, okay, we will proceed. So all the things will be covered one by one. And if you want to see the final project, like how it will look, let me just show you. And now you can see in that data set, we have all these different tables. Okay. And with the help of these tables, I have created the visuals. Like here you can see, we will be going to discuss the filter context, okay, implicit and explicit measures. There are some filter modifiers. Things. We have time intelligence functions. So we will going to discuss all these things. And the main report, which I have worked with different visuals, will look something like this. Okay. I've used the column chart, the a donut chart, the tree map, the line chart, and all these things, and how the DAX functions are used to get the data here. Okay, just show you. Getting my point or not? Hello. Who has asked this
Yeah,
question?
I
You
have
see.
asked.
Okay. So yeah. See, I have created a genre box office calculate table. Okay. How I have created and how I have got this table. So I've used this function, summarize functions to get that table. And also if I will just go and check the frames table, I have created some calculated columns by using this switch function. So all these things will be used during whole course. Okay. And at the end, we will be having the project something already like this. Okay. So we will be using YOY charts, KPI cards, a drill down, and all these things, features we will be going to discuss. Is it clear?
Yeah. One more question. Actually, I'm not aware, but just asking. Are we
Mhm.
covering the M function also? Actually, I'm not aware about how the
M,
functionality and how the
yes,
working
yes, got it.
of the N
Yes,
function.
M function, we will not be going into depth. Okay.
Okay.
Because M function, what will happen? I think those who are new to Power BI, they will get confused. That's why I'm just not discussing those things. Let me just show you. Strong data. These M functions, what these are the M function or mashup language also we can say. Okay, so all these things I'm not going to discuss this in depth. Okay, because these are automatically created when we do the or applied or create some new steps. Okay, while transforming the data. Okay, but for your convenience, what I will do, I will share the I will share the most usually or widely used M functions, which will help you to crack the DP300 certificate. Okay, so these are most widely used M functions. Okay, so yeah, that's the thing. I will share this M functions data with you guys. Okay, so these are most because there are more than I think 600 to 700 M functions. Okay, so nobody can learn that. Okay, so that's why the most widely used M functions are these. So I will just share it with you guys. Is it clear?
Yeah. And last question. Sorry to hijack the meeting by asking too much question. Uh,
No, no
the
problem.
last question. We write the I think variable while
Mm-hmm.
creating the dex function. I'm not
Uh-huh.
aware like what's the use of that. Why we create,
Okay.
but I'm just only
Uh-huh.
aware that we write, but don't know exactly what is the
Uh-huh.
uses. So are we going to cover that also in this?
Yes, the variables we will discuss.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else have any questions? Questions? Fine then. Let's just start by understanding the concept of business intelligence. Okay. So the foundation of Power BI, the business intelligence, the foundation of Power BI. Okay. So in simple terms, BI is about collecting raw data and transforming it into meaningful, actionable insights. Okay. So on the left hand side, okay, of this slide, we can see a basic data table containing dimension and measures. Okay. So by itself, the table looks overwhelming and doesn't convey any clear conclusion. Okay. So this is where we use business intelligence to convert raw data like this, okay, into visually rich insights. Okay. So here we can see the three visuals. Okay. So the first style shows year to date cells. Okay, where 11.53 million with a minor drop of 0.83%. Okay, the sales is happening 11.53 million, having a drop of 0.83%. Okay, then in the second tile, we can see the top five products based on YTD sales. Okay, so YTD means year to date sales. We will going to discuss that as well. Okay, then in the third tile, this shows us the map of geographical sales distribution across the country or the states. Okay. So these visuals, okay, turn raw numbers into insights, okay, highlighting the trends or the top performers and underperforming regions. Okay. So business users can now instantly understand what's working and where to focus. Okay. So in short, business intelligence is the process of converting raw or unstructured data into clear visual insights for decision making. I hope it is clear. Can you guys make this session interactive? I just want the response. Is it clear? The concept of business intelligence, so why we need business intelligence. Is it clear, guys? Yes or no?
Yeah.
So now, Let's now take a look at the high level architecture of business intelligence. Okay. So, regardless of whether it's a large multinational company or a small organization, okay, the overall Power BI architecture typically follows a similar structure. Okay. So, the core component and flow remain consistent. Okay. So, the data is collected, processed, stored, and analyzed, and then visualized to support business decisions. Okay, so starting from this left hand side, okay, so the process starts on this the left hand side, okay, where the data is sourced from a wide range of systems. Okay, these sources may include the RDBMS, which is also known as relational databases. Okay, Excel files. Okay, Access databases. Okay, flat files or the text. Okay, and also some other data sources, okay, like the transactional system or operating systems. Okay, so this diverse mix of data inputs, okay, forms the backbone of the robust BI solution. Okay, this will allows organization to consolidate and analyze information from multiple channels for better decision making. Okay, so we have a lot of data sources from where we can extract or pull the data. Okay. Now, next, the data flows into the staging area. Okay. So, where the ETL, extract, transform, load process takes place. Okay. So, let's briefly break down each step. Okay. The first one, ETL, E stands for extract. Okay. So, this step involves collecting raw data from multiple sources such as Excel files, flat files, or RDBMS databases. Okay. So the focus is on pulling the data from wherever it resides and bringing it into a centralized location. Okay. And once the data is extracted, okay. So once the data is extracted, the raw data is cleaned, standardized, and reshaped into required format. Okay. So this includes, so I'm just talking about the transform thing. Okay. This T stands for transform. Okay. So this includes correcting inconsistencies. Okay. Example, converting the date formats from DDMMYY to MMDDYY, like all these things, like handling nulls or errors and preparing the data for analysis. All these things will take place in the transformation step. Okay. So the goal is to ensure the data is accurate, consistent, and ready to use. Okay. So this transformation process ensures the data is clean and consistent and analysis ready. Okay, so the ETL stage, commonly known as staging environment, okay, is crucial in preparing the data before it moves further in the BI pipeline. Okay, so it serves as the backbone for all downstream activities by delivering structured, reliable, and high quality data for reporting and analytics. Okay. So once the data has been transformed as needed, as per the user requirement, okay, so it is then loaded into the data warehouse. Okay, so a data warehouse is nothing but a centralized system that consolidates data, okay, from multiple sources. Okay. So a data warehouse isn't a single tool, okay, but rather a combination of tools, technologies, and processes, okay, that together create a unified repository of clean, standardized data. Okay. So this warehouse acts as a single source of truth for the organization. All the data will be placed in here in this data source. Okay. So within the data warehouse, the data is typically organized into business domains. Okay, such as the finance, HR, or operations. or anything, okay, depending on the organization. So to support more focused analysis, okay, the warehouse can be broken into data marts. Like for example, this data warehouse have been broken into three different data marts. Okay, let's say the first would be for the finance data. Okay, the second one is for HR. The third one is for operations. Okay, so these domain specific marts make it easier to access and analyze relevant information efficiently. Okay. Okay. Then after getting the data into the data warehouse and distributing it according to the domains, okay, the final stage of the business intelligence architecture involves using the BI tools for reporting and data visualization. Okay, so platforms like Power BI, Tableau, ClickSense, and one more there was Grafana. Okay, are commonly used to transform process data into actionable insights. Okay, for instance, if we are analyzing manufacturing or operational data, okay, we would connect to the relevant data mart and use it to build dashboards and reports in the Power BI. Okay, so the tools like Power BI Desktop enable us to present these data visually. Okay, so making it easier for stakeholders to interpret trends and make informed decisions. Okay, so this wraps up the high level overview of BI architecture. Okay, from raw data ingestion to insightful reporting. Okay, so we have imported the raw data and we are getting the visuals and all these things. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions or need further clarification. Any question, guys? I will take it as yes. So now within the central repository, okay, that is the data warehouse. Okay, different types of data are stored. Okay, each serving unique role. So first one, it refers to descriptive information about the data. Okay, that is the its structure, source, and attributes. Okay, so the metadata helps in understanding and managing the data effectively. Okay, then we have this summary data. Okay, so this is aggregated or rolled up data used for high level reporting. So it's grouped by key dimensions like time, region, or product category to support strategic analysis. Okay, then we have the raw transactional data. So this is detailed unprocessed records, okay, from day-to-day business operations, such as sales entries, customer logs, and also we can say that the inventory movements. Okay, so providing the most granular insights. Okay, just give me a minute. Then all these types of all these types that is the metadata, summary data, and the raw transactional data are systematically organized within the data warehouse and further segmented into the data marts based on the business functions. For example, this sales data mart, okay, it stores sales related data. Marketing data mart, it contains marketing campaign or and lead data. Okay. Then we have the employees data mart. It is a house of HR and employee related information. Okay. So this domain-wise segregation improves both quality, accessibility, and reporting efficiency, allowing each team to focus on the information most relevant to their function. Okay, so this is what we have in the business intelligence part. Okay, now let's understand why business intelligence or the BI tools matter. Okay, and what tools are commonly used in the industry. Okay, so the thing is, raw or unstructured data, okay, like the flat tables or long list, is often difficult to interpret, okay, or hard to analyze. Okay, so BI tools solve this problem by transforming such data into clear, interactive visual insights. Okay, so this process of converting raw data into meaningful information is the essence of business intelligence. Okay, so there are some popular BI tools in the market. Okay, which includes Power BI, Tableau, ClickView, Alteryx, NSBI, SAP BI. There's some more like Spotfire, Grafana, and etc. Okay, so among these, Power BI, okay, stands out as the most widely used tool, okay, due to the following reasons. Okay, the reasons are it supports integration with 100 plus data sources, okay, offering high flexibility to the users. Okay, it also supports a native connectivity with Microsoft 365 apps like Outlook and Teams. Okay, and next advantage of using Power BI is that it enhances analytics, okay, and governance through Microsoft Fabric as well. Okay, so we will explore Power BI's feature and integration in details as we move forward. Okay, for now, just know that BI tools are essential for turning data into decisions. Okay, and in recent years, Power BI has gained massive popularity due to its strong capabilities in data analysis and visualization. Okay, so it's important to understand that Power BI is not a single application. Okay, so it's a suite of integrated tools, okay, that work together to support the full business. Okay, so the thing is, these tools enables users to connect, clean, model, visualize, and share data insights seamlessly. Okay, so let's take a look at the core components that make Power BI ecosystem, each having a specific role. Okay, so first one is Power BI desktop. Okay, so this Power BI desktop we need to install in our system. Okay, so this Power BI desktop we have to install in our system. Okay, it's a Windows-based application where most of the development takes place. Okay, so it's used for connecting to data sources, performing data transformations, building data models, designing interactive reports. Okay, so this is the primary tool for the report creation and authoring. Okay, this one. Without Power BI desktop, we cannot think of the reports and the dashboards and all these things. Okay, then second is Power BI service. Okay, so it's a clause-based platform where we can publish, okay, share and collaborate our reports. Okay, in Power BI service, we can manage workspaces and apps. Also, we can schedule data refreshes. Okay, so it enables organization-wide access to dashboards and insights. Okay, then next one is Power BI mobile app. Okay, which is designed for smartphones and tablets. Okay, so this app enables users to view and interact with dashboards and reports on the go. Okay, this component is not intended for development. It's ideal for executives or field teams needing quick or mobile access to insights. Okay, then we have the Power BI report server. This is a solution for organization that need on-premises deployment, okay, instead of cloud. Okay, so it allows hosting and managing Power BI reports on local infrastructure. Okay, ensuring full control over data suitable for firms with a strict data security. Okay, so those organizations use this Power BI servers. Okay, now we have this Power BI report builder. So it is a specialized tool for designing paginated reports. Okay, highly formatted, printable documents often used in operational or regulatory reportings. Okay, so it functions similarly to SSRS, that is the SQL Server reporting services, and is ideal when layout and pagination are critical. Okay, okay.
I have a
So
one
could you,
question.
yes,
Sorry.
please.
Yeah.
Uh,
So for the Power BI services, so we need the gateway, right, to communicate with the database.
Correct.
Okay. And the gateway will install on the local system only.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me just show you. I'm just, you can see on premises data get so it has been configured. Actually find the app. It was there only. I'll show you in the next class. I'm just missing the location where I've just saved. Okay.
No issues.
So that
Yeah,
get
no issues.
so that gateway will be placed in the local system only. Okay. Then
And the report builder, will it be in the desktop or it is in server or services?
re- report builder it is rarely used. Okay. So report
Hmm.
builder it will be in the I haven't used this as much, okay, but this will be a part of service only, okay, because generally we will create the
Yeah.
reports in here in the report view, okay, all the reports will be created in the report view. Here you can see we have created different reports, okay. This report builders will be rarely used in the course, okay. Main thing we will be going to discuss is the Power BI desktop, Power BI service. Yeah, these two things, the main components of the Power BI, like how we can create the reports and how we can share it across the teams or the what we can say teams and the colleagues. Is it clear? There's also this Power BI mobile app. It is rarely used because this is just for viewing or seeing the reports. Okay, we cannot develop anything. This Power BI servers, these are used by the organizations which are very much security concerns. Okay, they need all the things on their server only. They don't want onto the cloud platform. Is it clear?
Yeah. So for the mobile app, if user will say
Mhm.
that he needs the dashboard also on the mobile app, then we need to rebuild the dashboard again based upon
No,
the,
no, 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 no,
uh,
no, no,
or
no,
will it
no need
work
to rebuild it.
automatically?
No, no need to build it. We just have to share uh, that dashboard with that person in the Power BI service so that he can just go through that dashboard or the reports. Okay, no need to build it again. It is just for viewing the dashboards and the reports. Clear?
Yeah.
Fine. Now let's break down how the core
Uh,
components of
I have
how.
one question
Yes.
on the
Mm-hmm.
report builder. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what exactly it is used for? Like, when we have already have Power BI at desktop, then what is the advantage of using report builder? Like, is there any separate tool for that, or like how it is?
No, no, no. It is just used to create a paginated reports, okay, which are designed for printing or sharing of as fixed layout documents.
Okay, and
Okay.
how we can access that? Let's say if you are showing me right now desktop, is there any way to access report builder within the desktop, or like how we can access it?
We can access it like there's a separate tool. Okay, downloadable tool. Okay, distinct from the Power BI desktop.
Okay.
It's not in
Thank
the
you.
Power BI desktop. It's a separate.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome. Now, next thing we will discuss about the core components of the Power BI. Okay. So Power BI desktop is our primary development environment. Okay. So it handles data connection and import, ETL operations, data modeling, visual creation, and deep analysis. Okay. So in short, it's where the entire report building process takes place. Okay. Then we have the Power BI service. So after development, reports are published to the cloud via the Power BI service. Okay. So it is used for sharing reports and dashboards, managing workspaces, collaborating with teams, scheduling data refreshes. So it facilitates distribution and governance. Okay. So that is the use of the Power BI service. Okay. Finally, we will have the Power BI mobile app. Okay, which is built for on-the-go access. Okay, this app allows user to view reports and dashboards. Okay, stay connected from anywhere. Okay, so no, it's a view-only platform. This Power BI mobile app, editing or development is not supported. Okay, so each of these components, okay, plays a specific role in the Power BI lifecycle. Okay, from development to deployment to consumption. Okay, then any question? Okay. Now, let's explore the core building blocks that makes the Power BI powerful and insightful. Okay. So the first one is data set. Okay. A data set is the collection of data you load into the Power BI for analysis. Okay. It can originate from various sources such as Excel or CSV files. Okay. Or also it can be from SQL databases, online services like SharePoint, Salesforce, etc. Okay. So once connected or imported, the data set becomes the foundation for reports or the visuals and the dashboards. Okay. So whether you are using the Power BI desktop or service, you are always working with a data set. Okay. Then we have the this visualization. Okay. So these are graphical representation of your data, like the like I've shown, like the bar charts. This is called as the column charts. Okay. Column charts, the pie charts, donut charts. Okay. The line graph, maps, and more. Okay. So visualization helps us to identify the trends. Okay. And also it helps us to compare the values and tell the data stories effectively. Okay. For
How
example,
this
so,
message is moving?
yeah,
Like what is
this thing.
used here? Yes.
Okay. So this is scroller. Okay. This is a third party visual. Okay. Which we will
Okay.
get it from the third party app. Okay.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah. So, okay. So that is the visualization. Okay. And the next thing is tiles. Okay. So a tile is a single container, okay, that holds one visual on a report or a dashboard. Okay. So just think it as a frame. Okay. So in a frame, you place a photograph. So that frame got covered. So similarly, like that, each chart, graph, or KPI is displayed within its own tile. Okay. For example, so I will just show you here this YTD sales visual in this slide. Okay. is placed inside a tile. Okay, so multiple tiles together, okay, multiple tiles together define the layout and structure of your report or dashboard. Okay, so this column chart, okay, this is this has been placed in one tile, this is placed in another tile, this has been placed on another tile, so each one is on different tiles. Okay, let me just show you. If I will select any visuals like stack column chart. Okay, this is the tiles or the space where we can see the visuals. Okay, so that is about the tiles. Then we have the reports. Okay, so the reports. A report is a collection of visuals arranged across one or more pages. Okay, so each tile holds one visual, and when you put them together, okay, when you put them all the visuals together in a structured layout, you get a report. Okay, and when we have more than one report, then we simply call them as reports. Okay, so here we can see, taking the example, we have this detailed reports, and when we have two or different things, these are also called as the reports, different reports. Okay, so these are called as the reports. Okay, so these reports can be further imported into the Power BI service. Okay, when we will use the Power BI service, we will get to know how we can see the reports in the Power BI service. Then now we have the dashboards. Okay, so while the terms report and dashboard are often used interchangeably in the industry, okay, so Power BI treats them differently. Okay, especially in the Power BI service. Okay? Both reports and the dashboard. Okay, both displays the visuals. Okay, but their structure, purpose, and behavior are distinct. Okay, reports come from the Power BI desktop and can have multiple pages. Okay, the dashboards are single page canvases that pin visuals from multiple reports. Okay, so that is the difference between reports and dashboards, and we will also discuss the differences between reports and dashboard when we will do the hands-on. Okay, so we will cover the exact differences in detail when we dive into the Power BI service module. Okay, so for now, just keep in mind reports are not same as the dashboards in Power BI. Okay, even though both showcase visuals. Is it clear so far? Yes or no?
Can you explain the last point again? Report versus dashboard.
Okay. So if we are talking about the reports, okay, so these reports are generated within the Power BI desktop, okay, and can have multiple pages. Okay. Uh, and also we will discuss about these things in very much detail when we do the hands-on. Okay, but just for now, the reports will be having multiple pages. Okay, and this can be generated in the Power BI desktop. But when we will talk about the dashboards, okay, so dashboards are single page canvases. Okay, in dashboard we just pin the visuals from the different reports, from the multiple reports. Okay, like if we have, just for an example, if we if I will create a dashboard in the Power BI service, so generally we create the dashboard in the Power BI service only. Okay, the dashboard cannot be created in the Power BI desktop. So when we will create the dashboard in the Power BI service, we just pin the different visuals from the different reports, and thus we can create a dashboard. Is it clear?
So then it will come in a
Yes.
single page.
Yes, the dashboard will be come in a single page.
Okay, by pinning it in on the Tableau server. Oh, sorry, Power BI services. Yeah.
Is it clear?
Yes. Thank you.
Fine, I think time is over now. Okay, so we will discuss the next few more things uh, in the next class. Okay, so yeah, I will just stop here and we will discuss some few more things in the next class, and then we will start the hands-on with respect to the Power BI. Okay, and installing the Power BI is quite very easy. You just have to go to the Google and you just have to search for the Microsoft Power BI. So from here also you can, let me just write it, Power BI. Power BI desktop. Okay, you just have to go for this and you can just download the Power BI. Also, if you don't want to download from here, you can just go to the Microsoft Store and from there also you can just install it. It's just quite simple. Okay, you just have to click on next, next, next. It's not too much complicated. Okay, so that's the thing. I will just stop here and yeah, thanks for your time. Let's connect next in the next
Can
class.
you share the syllabus also so that
Yes, I
we
will
can
share
go
the
through again?
syllabus. Yeah,
Yeah.
I will share
Thanks
the
a lot.
syllabus in the group.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Fine then. Bye.
Okay.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thank you.
Thank you.